then
developing a character.
Yeah. I mean, even Bill Cosby, who does that family stuff so well, it's his personality, that's his trademark. But the newer ones, there's a couple new ones, couple of good ones. There are people who are very popular. Louis Black is very popular right now. He's funny. So we got comedy. We got comedy tonight.
Comedy's always needed, especially in these times.
Funny thing happened on the way to the Meadowlands. I almost said Continental Arena. I don't think that they have that anymore. Is it not Continental? It's Staples Arena, right?
It's the Azod. Is it Izod?
Yeah, so they got rid of the airline, right? The airline didn't fund it anymore.
They don't want to spend the $2 million a year, so they got the shirt company.
Well, they finally probably have
that little alligator is funding it.
Exactly.
Probably have better seating now. Now that the airlines are out of there.
Soon it's going to be called the Cheap Jersey Arena.
Well, you like that place, though, don't you?
Well, as a Bergen County guy, we don't want to see that torn down because there's always rumblings of tearing that down because of the new arena in Newark. But in Bergen County, we like the Izod Arena.
So you're where Nixon used to live?
Not far. Not far.
Mean, you're in the money area.
Well, I don't know about that. We're a little less than Dick, but we are in Bergen County.
I didn't need to hear that. So the drunken dead guy is here with us in the studio tonight, and he's acting that way. He's got no personality at all. Does he have this in the movie?
Because there's no camera on him.
No, there's no camera on me.
Oh, okay. Well, there is one on you. It's a surveillance camera. You look up here, you'll see it. Okay. Maybe it'll make you a little better at the 7-Eleven.
Okay.
He's going to get that on the airport when he flies to Turkey, I'm sure.
He actually needs to smell a cat litter to get him
I think
going.
he needs a
with the cat litter on
his makeup was cat litter and latex. That's how we got the bump. So the guy's actually wearing cat litter on his face.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy that Cha-Cha saw the film because he probably had a good time.
Myra just loved the trailer. That's how we got here.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, she was laughing so much. She goes, "It's awful, but it's hysterical. We want you guys on." That's what.
Oh yeah. Well, is that what you think too?
I think it's sick.
Damn. We'll be right back. The Joey Reynolds Show live from New York. John and Tom Greff of Cheap Jersey Video. They have put out this film that's called The Drunken Dead Guy. And Cha-Cha's here tonight, too. You work at the post office.
Yes, I do.
And most of the people in this film are from the post office.
Yeah, including myself. There's 13 people in this movie that work at the post office.
Yeah, maybe you'll make a bigger budget film and you'll go get people from FedEx. So this is really a tough thing at the post office. It used to be a cushy job. You didn't have to do much. What was it, the brown loafers? Remember that joke? That was a really bad joke. Get in trouble for that one. That was an awful place to work. That was a place to not work.
Yeah, no, that's changed very much.
It has.
Yeah.
The government?
Yeah, but you get 25-year retirement there, right?
No, we get a thrift savings, it's called. It's just like a 401k. We don't get that anymore.
Give me a deal on one of those Elvis stamps. So those Elvis stamps are neat, You got one of those things?
No, so they got to work till 65 now?
Whatever it is. I'm planning not to work there that long.
Wow, they took away your 25-year pension.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually...
this government really sucks, Joey.
Oh, I know. That's it. They got big dino poop.
Our...
a bargain at $9.60.
Yeah. So the Elvis stamps have you seen those? The Elvis stamps?
No.
They're brand new this year. You guys know that, right? You lick them and they're food stamps.
Actually, I don't pay attention to anything when I'm there. I'm thinking about stupid movie stuff.
Are you? Yeah. Well, that is a stupid movie, the Elvis stamp.
Well, we'd like to get a Kate Smith stamp made.
Well, Cha-Cha's wife is playing Kate Smith, and they're getting ready to go to Broadway with the show. They've been working on it for a long time, and it's going to take a little longer to go to it because it does take time to make a good Broadway show, only because it costs $12 million.
Slightly larger than the
it's a budget film.
Cheap Jersey Video. Yeah.
The Cheap Jersey Boys. That's what you ought to make. That should be your next film. I'll bet you get into trouble for that title, too.
Yeah, we'll get post office singers.
Well, the Kate Smith story was one of raising money for the war in World War II, and she raised the most money. Isn't that right? How much was it?
Millions of dollars.
It was how? Through what?
Through her concerts.
Savings bonds.
Savings bonds, right. War bonds.
You would invest in war bonds. We ought to sell them.
Buy a bond today.
Yeah, she sang those songs too.
Yeah.
I heard one of those songs in the show. I saw Morgan Freeman in a Broadway show tonight, which is the remake of Country Girl. It was a movie with Bing Crosby. So I saw the play tonight. And between the takes, they have Louis Armstrong sang the Schaefer beer commercial. And I thought, geez, this is an alcoholic dilemma here for the drunken dead guy. You guys ought to love this one with what your film is about. But, he sings the Schaefer beer song, which I had forgotten. Louis Armstrong sings, Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one. And I'm thinking, they're promoting people to have more than one. That's a really good thing to hear while you're driving. But the curtain closes and they sing these songs, between the acts. Morgan Freeman's a pretty good actor, I mean, he's
Morgan Freeman's a great actor.
But he's good to watch on a stage. I mean, where it's continuous. Film is editing, as you know. I mean, being a soprano. Hey, you're going to get a lot more money now.
He's going to be doing
a
a film with Danny DeVito.
Really? Do you know? Have you ever seen him? You ever seen Morgan Freeman in person?
No. He's
very tall. You don't get that idea when you see him in film. He's tall. I mean, he's 6'2" or something. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Big, tall guy.
He was the guy on the bucket list, right, with Jack Nicholson?
Yeah, but he also was in a lot of Shawshank Redemption. I think.
Right. But he was great in that movie with
He's
Nicholson.
great in a lot of movies.
I like the bucket list.
Yeah, he's pretty good, and I think he's got that personality that.
Do you have a bucket list?
I do. I take all of my belongings and I put them in a bucket because I have to move every night. Nobody wants me to stay in their apartments.
Damn.
What is a bucket list? Is that people you hate?
No, it's things you want to do before you kick the bucket.
Oh. And now you think I would think that way?
Huh? I don't know.
Am I that kind of guy? I'm thinking about work.
Well, there's a lot of things I want to do before I kick the bucket.
Like what?
Like what?
I'm doing them. So I don't have to think about
family
it. I don't
program.
have
Well, you're a lucky guy.
Of course. You got to live your life.
I'm a little less luckier than you are.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't compare. Everybody's got their own laundry list with that bucket. I think that I have a little bit of a different attitude now than I had when I was first here 12 years ago. I got a different confidence, and we talked to so many people in the country, and I've met so many people and traveled and had such a great life. Part of the thing is to really be content with what we have. I mentioned earlier the all-night show on the ratings thing when I brought that up on the air, and I'm thinking, here I have a huge rating at an unappreciated time by the way the crow flies. However, this time being on the air at 5 hours, I have the longest radio show on the air in the #1 city, plus the network. But I'm on a show that has all these wonderful guests. I've learned so much. Whether it's Andy Goss, which you guys heard him one night, right?
Of course, I bought his book.
And you bought his book because of the show. Andy Goss, you were here with him.
Yeah, I refresh my memory.
He's the guy that we did the gold thing with. Robert Fleischer did that little disc about us.
Right. Do you mean the guy that sells the coins?
Well, yeah. Well, he's really promoting gold.
Well, I know. I really got into that there because there's a video out called Zeitgeist.
I saw it, and someone gave it to me in Hawaii the other night. They gave me 2 discs. A guy paid $50 for it.
Why? I would email them to you for nothing.
Well, he gave them to me. He said, listen, it cost me $50 to get these. I want you to see them. And he gave them to me to watch on the plane on the way back. A gentleman who stopped me outside the station in Maui. And
he's full of baloney. He paid nothing for them. They're sending them all over the Internet.
They are?
Yeah.
Well, he paid somebody for
It's
them.
about the Amaro, the globalization, and the government creating the wars for profit, which are the bankers. Gets back to the gold standard of what he was trying to say.
Well, the Kennedy...
Because the Fed keeps printing the money and lending it back to the government at interest rate.
Have you seen the 2 Kennedys?
No.
Not them personally. I mean, have you seen the film?
No.
The 2 Kennedys is a film that I got...
Well, I would need a medium if I really wanted to see the 2
Yeah, that's
Kennedys.
exactly right. Well, there's 2 right now. One should be dead. But, there's...
I've seen them.
Yeah, I know you have. That's the drunken dead guy over here, that's Ted. The little.
I'm very popular in the afterlife.
The little bit of this. You just threw my train of thought off. The little bit of time that I had on the plane, which was 10 hours, I watched every documentary that people gave, and it was exciting to learn about the way the world works, the one that we never learned about.